Preeti Choudhry. Let me quickly take you through the headlines. All eyes on the mega Biden-Modi moment. Prime Minister Modi en route to New York. Big trade and defense talks on the cards. Right ahead of mega US visit, Prime Minister Modi hails India's place on world stage in interview with US Daily. Warns China that India will always protect its sovereignty. It's a big setback to the Mamata government. Supreme Court rejects state poll panel plea and upholds High Court order on central forces deployment for upcoming Panchayat polls. Uddhav MP Sanjay Raut writes to United Nations appealing for June 20th to be observed as Traitors' Day. Supriya Sule leads NCP protest. Maharashtra government orders SIT probe into alleged 12,000 crore rupees BMC COVID scam. Uddhav slams allegation, says he will take to the streets. Siddaramaiah Sarkar versus BJP blame game escalates over Anna Bhagya scheme. Protest and counter-protest held in Bengaluru over free rice scheme. A tourist submarine exploring Titanic wreckage in Atlantic Ocean goes missing with 5 civilians on board. Only 70 hours oxygen left. Search and rescue operations amplified. The big story coming in just about 2 days ahead of the big opposition meet in Patna. 2024 Lok Sabha polls approaching their mission. Opposition unity is underway. Deputy Chief Minister of Bihar, Tejasvi Yadav, met Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin in Chennai today. The two leaders addressed a joint press conference on the inauguration of a memorial for late DMK President M. Karunanidhi. Meanwhile, launching a virulent attack at the ruling BJP, Chief Minister Stalin said that the opposition parties have a duty to protect India's democracy from the assault of Bharatiya Janata Party. The Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu also assured that he will be attending the mega opposition meet in Patna come the June 23rd. While Nitish did not attend the event, his note was read out during the event. He said it is important for the opposition to unite so that BJP can be removed.
அகில இந்திய அரசியல் தலைவர்களும் பிற மாநிலத்தினுடைய முதலமைச்சர்களும் அதிகமாக வந்திருக்கிறார்கள். அந்த வகையில் இந்திய அரசியலில் மாபெரும் அரசியல் ஆளுமையாக இருந்தவர் நம்முடைய தலைவர் கலைஞர் அவர்கள். அதனால்தான் அவர் புகழை போற்றுவதற்காக பீகாரில் இருந்து மாண்புமிகு தேஜஸ்வி அவர்கள் இங்கே வருகை தந்திருக்கிறார்கள். இந்தியாவின் ஜனநாயகத்தை காக்கக்கூடிய பொறுப்பை ஏற்று அதற்கு அடித்தளம் அமைக்கும் பணியை பீகார் தொடங்கி இருக்கிறது. வருகிற 23ஆம் தேதி அன்று பீகார் மாநிலம் பாட்னாவில் மதச்சார்பற்ற ஜனநாயக சக்திகளின் ஒருங்கிணைப்பு கூட்டம் நடக்க இருக்கிறது.
I am glad that Thiru Stalin Sahab is carrying the social justice legacy of Kalainar Karunanidhi ji. We, under the able guidance of respected Shri Lalu Prasad ji, Honorable Chief Minister Shri Nitish Kumar ji, are keeping the flag of socialism, secularism and social justice high in our state of Bihar.
Cut across to my colleague Pramod Madhav joining us live from Chennai. Pramod, take us through on what really transpired in the meeting, what was discussed 2 days ahead of the mega Mahagathbandhan meet in Patna.
Preeti, one thing is absolutely sure, the Chief Minister already laid the stones for this kind of meeting back in March itself with his birthday function where he also invited Tejasvi Yadav. Post which today, even though Nitish could not participate, what they did was that they brought in his speech and it was read by Tilchi Shiva, where Nitish Kumar also stated that the unity of the opposition is required, secular parties' unity, and the Chief Minister also gave a kind of warning to the people and the cadres of DMK, stating that if BJP comes to power in this election, Tamil Nadu will cease to exist, and he said that it is high time that victory is acquired, and before that, unity is acquired. And as a precursor, this particular party meeting will be held in Patna, Preeti.
All right, Pramod, was any contours of the meeting given out on what would be discussed? What are your sources telling you? What will be Stalin's stand when he goes to Patna on the 23rd?
Well, the Chief Minister's stand is very clear. He wants to bring the secular parties together, but at the same time, he does not want to leave back Congress party. That also he made it very clear during his speech on his birthday in March itself. And he said that without the participation of Congress, there cannot be an opposition. And third front is there is no point of having a third front. So these things that DMK is very clear, and they want to emphasize in this particular meeting, Preeti.
All right, Pramod, appreciate you joining us with that quick update. Let's cut across right now for a larger picture on what we can expect. The Prime Minister is in America, but the opposition is planning to meet in Patna in just the next 2 days, the 23rd. All the top leaders of each opposition political party, save a few, will be in attendance in Patna on the 23rd of this month. Rahul Srivastava joining us more for it. Rahul, what would you reckon? You know, opposition by unity or opposition by compulsion? Do you see at the evening of 23rd that there could very well be a roadmap or a contour? What, you know, at least our sources are telling us that the likes of Arvind Kejriwal, Mamta Banerjee are looking to possibly corner Congress to maybe take a step down.
Preeti, I think the biggest compulsion is Narendra Modi, and that's the unifying factor. But as I have always maintained, the contours of an eventual united opposition will need a lot of work still. I think these contours will keep changing because the compulsions of each player are extremely diverse and different within this attempted unity framework. For example, Arvind Kejriwal, right now, his number one agenda is to be on the right side of the opposition unity attempt so that he can have that support to beat that ordinance in Rajya Sabha. That's the number he's looking at. Because eventually, while he's doing that, he's also plotting a future against the Congress party in Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh. That's another compulsion, which is a sub-compulsion as far as the unity attempt concerned. Now, if you look at Mr. Stalin, Stalin has become what you call a very stable ally of the Congress party since the UPA days. And somewhere he's wary of the fact that there are players within the opposition unity framework which are joining hands, largely pushing for an united opposition, which is not driven by the Congress. Say, for example, Mamta Banerjee was against the meeting being held in a Congress-ruled state, while the Congress had proposed it should be held in Himachal or some other state. Now, in that scenario, DMK is wary that it does not want to lose its own ally in this broader picture of an opposition unity. And that is why initially he had hesitation when the meeting was called on the 12th, when Rahul Gandhi and others did agree for the meeting in Patna, then eventually came from Stalin, yes. The second very important factor, I think, emerging is that there is a certain degree of urgency as far as the Nitish Kumar group is concerned to get all the players on the same page. Also, there is a sub-dynamics to this, is that within the RJD-JDU combined, there is a bit of a discomfort on what next Nitish Kumar is going to do, whatever the opposition unity and attempts happen later. In that, if you see, there is greater significance being given, one, to Stalin, but also to Tejaswi Yadav. Tejaswi Yadav is now that Nitish can't go because of health reasons. Tejaswi Yadav has been sent to the meeting as largely somebody who is representing Nitish Kumar and the opposition unity in text. And that is why I say it's a very, very complex play which is going to bring the opposition together. The contradictions are going to be there, will be exposed by the BJP in the coming days. But definitely, a broader formula can be expected on the 23rd.
But what would,
though
you know,
I
Rahul,
don't
before I
think
let you
that
go,
single
the
common
broader
candidate or
formula
seat
will have to rest on a few things. And one of those things that is crucial for a broader framework to be, to come up is that the Congress takes a backstep in possible states like West Bengal. That even though the likes of Aam Aadmi Party might be taking it on in a state like Rajasthan, but when it comes down to the Rajya Sabha, it supports the Aam Aadmi Party in where the ordinance is concerned. Do you see that happening at all? Also, on the other hand, word also has come in that BRS or KCR is not attending the meeting.
Yes. See, another problem is parties like the BJD, the BRS, and others who are opposed to the idea of the Congress at all. They don't want to be seen on the same platform as the Congress party because remember, elections are going to be there in Telangana also, and Telangana has charted a future in Telangana and its past rule largely on anti-Congressism. And that is why it's very difficult for those players. But Congress being asked to make this sacrifice, I have a certain bit of data which I've been working over the last few days. Say, for example, Bengal Congress won two seats, CPM won 0. Now, in that scenario, there are 42 seats on which, out of which something close to 22, the Congress will have to sacrifice because TMC is contesting. Say, for example, Uttar Pradesh, Congress won 1. Samajwadi Party and BJP, Samaj Party contested 5, 10 BSP. Are you going to say that Congress is going to sacrifice on those 15 seats? Kerala, 5 seats. Maharashtra, 23 seats. Bihar, 16 seats. You already, between these 4-5 states, have 81 seats. If there is a large number of seats, the Congress will have to take the back seat. Now, if the Congress takes back seat on so many places, remember, it will be an extremely motley crowd which will be there at the Lok Sabha level. Very difficult to unite. That is why a stronger Congress with larger number of seats, that can happen only if they contest too many seats, is a possibility for the opposition to come together.
Okay.
Because remember, the last time it happened, that the United Front experiment where the Congress took back seat, still Congress had 144 seats against the BJP's 160 odd. And that is why Congress sacrificing too much is I think, will become a major hurdle.
All right, appreciate you joining us, Rahul. We're going to keep a keen eye, viewers. A lot of action going on, of course, in America. The Prime Minister is visiting America, but also the opposition is getting together in Patna. What will it come down to? Will it be an opposition coming together because they want to be united, where they have a common narrative, or is it compulsion? Till now, it looks like it is compulsion. But trust us to get you the ringside view of both these events. With that, let's cut across right now to the big political developments coming in from the state of Maharashtra. Uddhav Sena versus Shinde Sena once again reignited in Maharashtra. A year after Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde led a revolt against the then Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray. Sena UBT MP Sanjay Raut penned a letter to the UN demanding June 20th be declared as World Traitors Day, mentioning in the letter how people of Maharashtra saw the biggest treason on asserting that the BJP used all its might to topple the Uddhav Thackeray-led government. NCP also staged a massive protest against Shinde Sena, raising 50 Khoka slogan, or the 50 crore bribe slogan. They claim they were bribed to jump ship and join hands with the BJP. BJP, however, hit back at the Uddhav government, Uddhav Thackeray, stating that it was him who actually betrayed his father Bala Sahib's ideology by joining hands with his enemies, saying that it is his birthday that needs to be celebrated as Traitors Day.
20 जून में आज का दिन है, वो तय कर लीजिए कि गद्दार दिन, ये वर्ल्ड ट्रेटर डे। विश्व के सबसे बड़ी गद्दारी आज के दिन महाराष्ट्र में हुई है, छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज के महाराज। तो मैंने सेक्रेटरी जनरल यूनाइटेड नेशन और यूनाइटेड नेशन के सभी फाउंडेशन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को बताई, यूनिसेफ को भी लिखा। अब मोदी जी भी आज अमेरिका जा रहे हैं, इसलिए मोदी जी को भी मैंने लिखा है। मोदी जी भी फॉलो करेंगे वहाँ, मोदी जी यूनो में भी जा रहे हैं, मोदी जी की भी जिम्मेदारी है।
जो कोविड के डर से घर से नहीं निकला, उसको सत्ता से निकालने का काम उनके ही कार्यकर्ताओं ने किया है, जनता ने किया है। और जब अपनी विचारधारा को छोड़कर उस विचारधारा के साथ जुड़े जिसकी बाला साहब सदा विरोध करते रहे तो ये दिन तो उनको देखना ही था। अब पछताए होत क्या जब चिड़िया चुग गई खेत।
Meanwhile, let's shift over to Karnataka, where a heated battle on Karnataka over the implementation of Congress's Anna Bhagya scheme. Congress has alleged that the centre was denying rice to fulfill its pre-poll promises, while BJP slammed Congress of lying to the public and not fulfilling its poll promise. Here's the full report.
Big cloud over Sidhu Sarkara's free food grain scheme running into a hurdle. The Anna Bhagya scheme of 10 kg rice to BPL families remains a non-starter, even over a month after the new government was formed. The Siddaramaiah government has failed to procure required quantity of food grains, after centre discontinued sale of subsidized food grains to the state. With Andhra and Telangana said no to Karnataka government plea for rice, Punjab and Chhattisgarh offered limited amount of rice at a premium. The Congress government has blamed the centre for stalling its scheme and staged protests.
7 lakh metric tons of rice is available with FCI. So they are doing hate politics. Instead of making allegations, false allegations like this, Basuraj Bommai should have spoken to government of India and see that rice is supplied.
One day earlier, they permit us to buy we have an order to it. So they said that the state may be allowed to purchase the rice. Now they tell that we have withdrawn it.
Meanwhile, the BJP said that the centre was providing 5 kg rice under the National Food Security Act, and it was the Congress government's responsibility to obtain the extra 5 kg rice which it promised.
Congress is anti-people, undemocratic. They are not even allowing us to protest. This is totally anti-democratic, and there is no law and order in this state. Siddaramaiah government has failed within 1.5 months.
The Chief Minister is trying to play dirty politics by trying to blame the centre and the Prime Minister. People of Karnataka, people of the country know that the Prime Minister under the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana has been giving free ration to 80 crore people in the country from the last 3 years.
While all this is happening, the Congress on the other hand is protesting in Freedom Park, saying that the centre has deliberately stalled the sale of rice under OMS's scheme by FCI. With video journalist Madhu, Anaga Keshav for India Today, Bengaluru.
All right, let's move on. Now, the Prime Minister is on his visit to the United States, expecting to boost ties between both countries. Prime Minister himself lauded strengthening of ties between the two countries. Here's more.
A momentous journey. A historic visit expected to strengthen diplomatic, strategic and economic ties between the two global powerhouses. Ahead of his arrival in New York, Prime Minister Narendra Modi issued a power-packed statement. There is an unprecedented trust between the leaders of the US and India. He declared the relationship between India and the US has reached unparalleled heights. An unbreakable bond of trust forged between the leaders of these two mighty nations. We do not see India as supplanting any country. We see this process as India gaining its rightful position in the world. His resounding message echoed across the globe as he emphatically asserted India deserves a much higher and wider profile in world affairs. India is fully prepared and committed to protecting its sovereignty and dignity. In yet another gripping proclamation, the Prime Minister emphasized the indispensability of peace in the border areas for normal bilateral ties with China. Simultaneously, he made it unequivocally clear that India stands fully committed to safeguarding its sovereignty. Disputes should be resolved with diplomacy and dialogue, not war. We are on the side of peace. The stage set for a new chapter in India-US relations as the two nations navigate a rapidly changing world.
That we are receiving an historic visit to the United States by the Indian Prime Minister, the Honorable Mr. Narendra Modi. What a momentous special occasion this is, and we welcome him to the United States.
Excitement fills the air in New York City and Washington, D.C. The Indian diaspora eagerly awaits the arrival of Prime Minister Modi in the United States. Members of the Indian American community will gather at the prestigious Willard Hotel in New York to extend a heartfelt welcome to Prime Minister Modi. A planned interaction with the diaspora is scheduled to take place in Washington, D.C. later during the visit.
मोदी 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 जैसा हमारा गुजरात का मोदी, हमको इसके ऊपर बहुत गर्व है. We are so proud that Mr. Modi is coming over here, and we just, congratulate him. The more power to our country.
I welcome Mr. Modi. Mr. Modi है तो मुमकिन है.
I have seen our Indian flag throughout the street, and I'm so excited.
US President Biden is rolling out the highest protocols to Prime Minister Modi, with a distinguished 21-gun salute and a lavish state dinner. The tour commences with vibrant celebrations of International Yoga Day at the United Nations headquarters in New York. A grand official welcome awaits the Prime Minister at the White House on June 22nd, followed by his speech to the US Congress. India and the United States stand at the cusp of a new era, poised to boost their bonds at various levels of engagements. Bureau Report, India Today.
With that, I'm going to go into a quick break. To stay with us on the other side is our fact check segment.
Where the software engineer meets the smart market analyst, meets the talented photographer to create the big dream. The world comes together at Sharda University. So where are you? Where the software engineer meets the smart market analyst, meets the gifted content writer to create the big dream. The world comes together at Sharda University. So where are you?
The Kardashians never stay away from the news. It's either controversy that follows them or somebody in the family is having a baby. And this time, it's the latter. Yes, the eldest Kardashian sister, Kourtney, is expecting her first child with husband and drummer Travis Barker. TV personality announced the good news during Travis's Blink 182 concert with "I am pregnant" written on a placard. Soon after, the couple also took to social media to share this video. Which was followed by a series of these pictures. Captioning the post, Kourtney wrote, and we quote, "Overwhelmed with gratitude and joy for God's blessing and plan." Now, if you jog your memory, Kourtney shares 3 children with her former boyfriend, Scott Disick, and this will be her 4th child. While Travis, too, is a father of 3 children with his former wife, Shanna Moakler, and together the couple is all excited to welcome baby number 7 in the family. Even the Kardashian sisters are all excited for #Travis. This all started with Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker finding their fairy tale, beginning when they exchanged vows at a villa owned by Dolce & Gabbana in Italy's Portofino in the presence of their close friends and family. Their Portofino wedding came a week after they legally got married at a courthouse in Santa Barbara, California. For the unversed, Kardashian and Barker got engaged in October 2021 on a beach in California. The duo had been dating for less than a year when the rocker got down on one knee. Entertainment Bureau, India Today.
Why does this happen? Let me tell you the science behind it.
For more informative videos like this, keep watching India Today News Mode.
You are watching Fact Check segment where we bust fake news. As Gujarat faced the fury of cyclone Biparjoot, a video showing a group of people being swept away in violent waves is being circulated on social media. India Today found that this is an old video from an incident from Oman. This fact check on viral fake news is done by India Today's team Afwa. With that, a quick break. Stay with us for the news and updates. This is AI Sana signing off.
Our eyes are our windows to the world. But how often do you do something about taking care of them? Most of us really allow our eyes to take care of themselves without realizing that neglect can lead to a variety of problems. In summer months, eye allergies and eye infections become the most commonly reported problems. The scorching heat of the sun can cause dry eyes, irritation and redness in the eyes. As a result, we must take care of our eyes in order to keep them healthy and bright.
In summers, the itchiness and all that is mainly because of allergies. Continuous itching in the eyes, one, watering of the eyes, two, and then the redness of the eyes. And sometimes the burning sensation. Now, itching of the eyes, you will see that someone if sees will see a red itchy eyes, and one will think what's going on. So sometimes it appears like a flu, eye flu, where you're getting watery eyes and itching in the eyes. But normally these are the symptoms.
As always, a few simple tips will help in keeping your eyes healthy, and it begins with eating right. A healthy diet is the first step towards healthy eyes. In addition to vitamin A, which is essential for our eyes, nutrients such as zinc, omega-3, fatty acids, lutein and vitamin C and E are essential for eye health.
Green vegetable, yellow fruits like amla, and even in summers like mangoes, carrots, that is for vitamin A. Then fish, eggs, all those who can eat non-veg, and this is something. So all these are sources of vitamin A, and then vitamin C, B and C. So these are multivitamins which you can take along with your food, and that keeps your eyes healthy. Definitely greasy food, oily food, and the junk food, definitely if it harms your body, it harms your eyes also.
dry eyes are one of the most common eye problems that we experience during the summer season, which is why it's essential to use lubricating eye drops during hot weather, as these drops provide long-lasting hydration.
During summers, we tend to have burning sensation and irritation in our eyes. But have we ever wondered why? It is because we spend more time outdoors and our eyes are exposed to the harmful sun rays. If one does not take proper protection of their eyes during summer, it can lead to dry eye.
Powered by The world comes together at Sharda University. Tata Altroz. OMG, it's the Altroz iCNG. Bajaj Allianz Life Diabetic Term Plan.
Good evening, you're watching To The Point. I'm Preeti Choudhry. It's going to be, 8th July is when there will be Panchayat polls in the state of West Bengal. It's already been about a month that violence has ripped through a very precarious peace in the state of West Bengal, to the effect that today the Supreme Court came in and literally read the Riot Act to the West Bengal government. The Supreme Court today upheld Calcutta High Court's order to deploy central forces in Bengal during the Panchayat polls, which the Mamata government had an issue with. Here's how it all unfolded.
Amid massive bloodshed and spate of political murders in Panchayat poll bound West Bengal, a massive Supreme Court blow for the Mamata government. Supreme Court on Tuesday upheld Calcutta High Court's order deploying central forces on poll duty for violence hit Bengal. Pulling up the Mamata government and state poll body which opposed central forces, the top court said polls cannot be licensed for violence. The Supreme Court also pointed to history of deadly violence during polls in Bengal.
The BJP and Congress seem to have come together before the Supreme Court to say that central forces must be deployed in the state to prevent ongoing violence. The state of West Bengal, the TMC government and the State Election Commission had approached the Supreme Court against the Calcutta High Court verdict, which had direct